and a woman who has long in vain wished for a child. At length, the woman hoped that God was about to grant her desire. These people has a little window at the back of their house, from which a splendid garden could be seen, which was full of the most beautiful flowers and herbs. It was, however, surrounded by a high wall, and no one dared to go into it, because it belonged to an enchantress who has great power and was dreaded by all the world.
One day, the woman was standing by this window and looking down into the garden when she saw a bear, which was painted with the most beautiful lapia, and it looked so fresh and green that she longed for it. She quite pined away and began to look pale and miserable that her husband was all up and up.
What else you, dear wife?
If I can't eat some of the lampion, which is in the garden behind our house, I shall not die.
The man who loved her told sooner than let your wife die. Bring her some of the rapier yourself, let it cost what it will.
At twilight, he clambered down over the wall into the garden of the enchantress. History cut and full of lampion and took it to his wife. She at once made herself a salad of it and ate it greedily. It tasted so good to her, so very good, that the next day she longed for it 3 times as much as before. When she wanted to have any rat, her husband must once more descend into the garden.
In the cool of evening, therefore, he let himself down again. But when he had clambered down the wall, he was terribly afraid, for he saw the enchantress standing before him.
How can you dare descend into my garden and steal my lamp like a thief? You shall suffer for it.
Let mercy take the blood of justice. I only made up my mind to give it out of necessity. My wife saw the lampion from the window and felt such a longing for it that she would have died if she had not got some to eat.
If the case by as you say, I will allow you to take away with you as much lampions as you will. Only, I make one condition. You must give me the child, which your wife will bring into the world. It shall be well treated, and I will care for it like a mother.
The man in his terror consented to everything, and when the woman was brought to bed, the enchantress appeared as one, gave the child the name of Rapunzel, and took it away with her.
Rapunzel grew into the most beautiful child under the sun. When she was 12 years old, the enchantress shot her into a tower, which lay in a flame and had neither stand nor door, but quite at the top was a little window. When the enchantress wanted to go in, she hid herself beneath it and cried,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Rapunzel had magnificent long hair, bright as fine gold, and when she heard the voice of the enchantress, she unfastened her banded tresses, round them to one of the hooks of the window above, and then the hair fell 20 ells down, and the enchantress climbed up by it.
After a year or two, it came to pass that the king saw, lodged the forest, and passed by the tower. Then he heard the song which was so charming that he stood still and listened. This was Rapunzel, who in her solitude passed her time in letting her sweet voice resound.
Seven unusual morning light up, sun ashore and spread to the fall of leaves. Holies and wet to run the and mop and shine up. Swear again and by then it's like 7:15, and so I read a book on pottery. I add a few new paintings to my gallery. I play guitar and knit and cook and bake seriously. Just wonder when will my life begin?
Dickinson wanted to climb up to her and look for the door of the tower, but none was to be found. He lodged home, but the sinking had so deeply touched his heart that every day he went out into the forest and listened to it. When he was there standing behind a tree, he saw there an enchantress claimed, and he asked how she cried.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
Then Rapunzel let down to the base of her hair, and the enchantress claimed.
I'm too will try my fortune.
And the next day, when it began to grow dark, he went to the tower and cried.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hand to me.
Immediately the hair fell down, and the king's son climbed up. At first, Rapunzel terribly frightened when a man, such as her eye has never yet beheld, came to her. But the king's son began to talk to her quite like a friend, and told her that his heart had been so sore that it had left him no land, and he had been forced to see her.
If I would take him as my husband, and I saw that he was young and handsome, I thought he will love me more than all them go tell us. Yes, I will willingly go away with you, but I do not know how to get down. Bring with you a skein of silk every time that you come, and I will weave a letter with it. When that is ready, I will descend, and you will take me on your horse. All those days watching from the windows, all those years outside looking in, all that time never even knowing just how bright I've been. Now I'm here, blinking in the starlight. Now I'm here, suddenly I see. Standing here is all so clear, and where I'm meant to be. And as last I see the light, and it's like the forehead lifted. And as last I see the light, and it's like the sky is new, and it's warm and real and dry, and the world has somehow shifted. All at once, everything looks different now that I see you.
They agreed that until that time, he should come to her every evening, for the old woman came by day. The ancestors remarked nothing of this, until once Rapunzel said to her,
Tell me, them go tell, how this happened. Are you so much happy for me to draw up? Then the young king's son, he is with me in a moment.
Ah, you wicked child! What do I hear you say? I thought I had separated you from all the world, and yet you have deceived me.
No,
in her anger, she called Rapunzel with a protest,
listen
while
to
them
me.
one flung her left hand, seized a pair of scissors with the light, and snap. They were cut off, and the lovely buns lay on the ground. And she was so piteous that she took poor Rapunzel into a distance, where she had to live in a great gap and misery. On the same day,
that she cut out Rapunzel. However, there is another strand bands of hair that she had to cut off to the hook of the window. And when the king's son came and cried,
Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair to me.
He let the hair down. The king's son ascended. But instead of finding his dearest Rapunzel, he found enchantress, who gazed at him with big and venomous looks.
Ha! You were fetchy, dearest. But the beautiful bird is no longer singing in the nest. The cat has got it. And will cut out your eye as well. Rapunzel is lost to you. You will never see her again.
The king's son was beside himself with pain, and in his despair, he let down from a tower. He escaped with his life, but the thorn which he fell pierced his eye. Then he went quite blind about the forest, ate nothing but roots and berries, but did not and lament and weep over the loss of his dearest wife. Thus he roamed in misery for some years, and at length came to the desert where Rapunzel, with the twin to which she had given birth, a boy and a girl, lived in wretchedness. He heard a voice, and it seemed so familiar to him that he went toward it. And when he approached, Rapunzel knew him and fell on his neck and wept. Two of her tears wetted his eyes, and they grew clear again, and he could see with them as before. He led her to his kingdom where he was joyfully received, and they lived for a long time afterwards, happy and contented.
This story teaches many lessons to children. The consequences of stealing, the volume of passion and determination are some of these qualities.
Thank
you for your attention. We are very grateful. We hope you like it.